what I know. Better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right.
Yehaw, soldiers, it's your boy the Anime Sage coming to turn a video. And alright, I'm gonna need to talk for a bit. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about some changes that I think I'm going to make to my content repertoire, I guess you could call it, or I guess my attempts to diversify my content. So let's get into this. So as for a long time, you guys know I've done stuff like what ifs and even like fanfic readings in between my, I guess, 1-year YouTube career. And you know what? That's all fine and dandy. That's good. I've built an audience off of it. And nothing could be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, it's not. Again, I do enjoy making the content. However, but the thing here is that I realize over time that I have to diversify my content. It's just something that has to happen if I want to not only attract more of an audience, but have more subscription, but also build up certain fan base, a more solid fan base. What do I mean by that? Well, here's the thing. A lot of people will, when they see a what if, let's just say, they'll click on it because the content is actually interesting. You know what I'm saying? You're going to click on the content because it says what if in the title. However, you're not really going to look into stuff like the creator's personality and other stuff in between. And while I do put in a bit of personality into my what ifs, I have a lot of jokes in there. The thing is that I don't think that it's necessarily the most sustainable if I don't have content that kind of not only allows me to subscribe to you just for the content, but also my personality. And that's kind of the issue that I have here, is that I'm trying to look into not only content that you guys will like and subscribe for, but get all this other type of stuff. But also I want to give you guys content that you get a bit of an attachment to me as a person. So I'm going to be talking about stuff like what's going to be going on from now on. So first off, what ifs, of course, will be 2 to 3 times a week. Again, shoot for free, but expect to, you know what I'm saying? So, I guess a great analogy for this is, I mean, you can hope for a free ball from but I'm just gonna you might have to accept the mid-range, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of a basketball reference, but it's whatever. Now in between, I'm going to be bringing back fanfic readings. I'm working on bringing back Legacy, and I'm also gonna be working on trying to get back into the Pokemon anime rewrite, which I think you guys will very much enjoy. But not only that, I do want to bring other content to the table. So I've been trying to push reviews for a bit, and it's not necessarily the most thoughtful thing I got. It's not necessarily the greatest thing I've been able to, I guess, push out, because I guess one of the more primary issues is that, I don't know, I guess people aren't really interested. However, I do want to push certain content out. That way I can have, again, people subscribe not only, again, for the content, but also, again, for the personality. So what I'm going to be doing is, in addition to, I guess, again, what ifs, fan figurines, and of course rewrites, and maybe even original stories, I had the original idea to try to go with arc pitches. I don't think I'm going to be sticking to that anymore, because it's going to be, I feel like that content is not necessarily going to, get a bit of a, I guess, I don't think it's going to be too new of a concept, and I could probably implement it, but at the same time, I have some doubts about how well that will do. That's the issue that I really have right now. But I do think that but what I do want to do is go into more of the lore of certain shows I keep talking about. First off, Naruto. The thing I enjoyed about the Naruto's new form video was that I talked about something that's a bit different. It gave me a bit of a break in the, scramble for content. And it was pretty easy to talk about, pretty easy to make. It was something that I could make without difficulty. It was actually fun to talk about Naruto's new form, especially to a character that I love. And honestly, it's just, to me, I really do like talking about the lore of Naruto. I really do. Or like talking about certain characters in Naruto. For example, I have or even certain themes and stuff like that, because I am naturally an English nerd, because I don't know, I took AP Lit, AP Lane, and stuff like that back in high school. So it's pretty fun. And I also got a 4 on the AP Lane exam, which is pretty cool. The other thing I do want to, that I also do want to start implementing, if you guys are interested, I might not do reviews as much, or if I'm going to do a review, it's going to be on more popular shonen manga, such as, again, Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen, JoJo's, or other manga like that, and maybe some other manga that are pretty popular, but, you know, are necessarily in shonen genre, such as Tokyo Ghoul, which, you know, was pretty fun, I guess. But another thing I really will probably also start implementing is not only all that, but also anime news vids. So why do I want to do this? Well, I think I like the concept of reporting stuff. And the thing is that I've kind of stopped necessarily like making anime news content on the second channel podcast, because the Renegade Rant podcast is more so meant for commentary stuff and other stuff in between. And that is something that I think is, you know, while it's not necessarily a bad thing to not have anime news over there, I would like to at least talk about certain stuff that happens in animation, or more so particular stories that I find to be pretty interesting that I would like to report on. And I also have had a bit of an interest in the journalist field for a little bit, but it's not something I would fully get myself into. You know what I'm saying? I would just like report, give my opinion, and stuff like that. So I'd be more so a commentator, but that's just me. So what I will probably start implementing is anime news vids and into the channel as well. And I'm going to try to keep seeing what supplementary content you guys like, what supplementary content you guys necessarily don't like or want to view, and in addition to like some of the main content on the channel that I've kind of implemented over the years. And hopefully I can start making certain content, you know, a bit of a staple. And the other bigger thing I do want to figure out to say here is that I again, as much as I do like making what ifs, and I do have like ideas of certain animes I want to go into, the issue is that one, I'm going to eventually have a route where I run out of ideas, because unfortunately that's how it goes. Sometimes you run out of decent ideas, and then that causes views to decline, and I'm stuck in like this bubble where I'm not necessarily growing as fast as I used to, which is something I'm kind of fearing. And the other big thing is that I just don't know what, like, if, even though I have like this assortment of ideas, it's got to be determined on how successful those ideas can be. And it's, to me, if I cannot have successful ideas, I gotta move into different forms of content to make up for a certain loss of, I guess, money, revenue, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to make this very clear. I'm not going to take out what ifs. I'm not going to take out any other forms of content. I'm just adding to the content because in addition to all that, I also do want to start making daily content. This is coming from the guy that has kind of been taking some breaks in between, but I do want to make daily content. It's something that I've been very interested in doing, and I think I can accomplish it. If I want to make this daily content, I think it would be pretty simple, pretty easy, and I think it would attract some different audiences. And honestly, I think overall it would just be pretty fun. Now, some of you guys might not like the changes. Some of you guys probably won't care, and you know, you might like the content no matter what. And some of you guys might welcome these changes as well. I really, I guess, don't care either way. I'm just going to do something that I think would be very necessary in terms of the growth of my channel. And I could probably explain this further by talking about like the struggles of like anime YouTubers and stuff like that. And even like in a smart community like What If channels, like there's no way I think I can like carry myself off of What Ifs alone. That's what, like, Masako has like over 400,000 subscribers, and he has like other forms of content in between. But yeah, I think based off of all that, I think I'm going to eventually go switch into new styles of content, see what works, see what doesn't work, and just figure out what sticks. Talk about go into other animes such as not only like Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, but also maybe I can go back into Dragon Ball. I could go into MHA, Black Clover, and there are popular shonens that you guys will probably like. Jujutsu Kaisen, another one. Death Note, maybe even go into Hunter x Hunter. Who knows? But like anything that is, you know, like I guess a popular shonen style, I guess, or even Tokyo Ghoul as well, which is a seinen, but it's pretty nice seinen. And even Attack on Titan, which is shockingly, I don't know if you guys realize this, but that's a shonen. But yeah, these are kind of the changes I'm going to be implementing into the channel, and hopefully you guys will welcome them with open arms. And if you don't necessarily like that, that's cool as well. But this is just how it has to be, and it's just how it is. Again, hopefully you guys like the new changes to the channel. I will discuss this over my community tab in case you guys don't see this video. And that's probably about it for this video. So this has been your boy, the Anime Sage, signing out. Peace. Yehaw, shout out my $10 patrons. And let's get to 25k. And it's been your boy, the Anime Sage, signing out. Peace. Yehaw. Stephanie Shea closes out. Bye-bye. Peace.
Hi, this is Stephanie Shea, voice actress for Sailor Moon, Hinata, Orihime, and you are watching Anime Sage.